Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to check fresh release from ICM. It is made in 1/48 scale and it copies Dornier 217J-1/2, so it's a World War II German night fighter in a 48 scale, so it should be quite a large build. But here we have a commercial sample, and it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in this video review. We are going to open this box and check what is actually supplied in this kit and what's new in this kit. So first of all, box size is typical for such kits from ICM. We have really nice box art. Then on the side you can see some information about the kit, and we can see that there are 207 parts inside. And note that wingspan will be equal to 396 millimeters, so as I said, it should be a really big model. On the opposite side you can see the marking option here and here, and then we have this weird novelty from ICM. So all May novelties from ICM are sealed here with sticky tape, I mean from all four sides. I'm not sure why it was done, but it means that you won't be able to check parts before purchase, and definitely sellers won't be opening this for you, so be ready for this. It's not what seller does, it's what is supplied from the manufacturer, so don't blame your seller. I know some modelers will be quick to say that their sellers are sealing plastic kits, but it's not the case. I know that some sellers do it in US, for example, correct me if I'm wrong, but here we get it, let's say, in standard version, and that's not such a cool stuff in my opinion. Okay, I cut all through all four. Now I need to remove this top lid, and it's a bit of tight fitment, so I have to do it off the camera because it's not as easy to do as it might seem to be. I'm not sure when ICM will actually fix this thing. I mean, it was present already for a year. Some modelers I saw, they were tearing through the box in order to open it, because it's almost impossible to lift it, I mean, without damaging the top lid. And I mean, I'm not sure why they keep on insisting on such design. Just give me a second. As you can see, it's what, already 10 or 15 seconds I'm trying to remove this top lid and it's not even moving. Okay, now it started to move. Not the best design, I would say. So inside we have one plastic bag with plastic parts. I'm going to remove it in a second. Here it is. And we will check everything one by one. Okay, so we are going to start with this top sprue. Here we are given the fuselage halves. As you can see, they're molded from both ends, and note their length. I mean, here you can see comparison with my hand. They're really long, they're really big, so be ready for this. I know several modelers which were starting this build and they were surprised by how big is the final result. I mean, this is 1/48 scale, Dornier 217, so there is no wonder in this. Note that we have some internal detailing in the tail area, also some detailing is also here. I'm not sure why it is there, but we also have guiding pins for fuselage halves, so at least something will help you to align such large parts together. Next we continue with this plastic sprue. I guess these are engine gondolas, and also we have some of the interior parts here. Everything looks nice. We even have some pre-molded details here and there. Nose section is molded as one-piece parts, what's really cool because you won't have any seams in such visible area. And if you flip it over, here inside you can notice that engine gondolas, they have guiding pins inside, what should also come handy during assembly process. Okay. Next we have two identical plastic frames, so we are going to check only one, and there is no need to show the same again and again, so just give me a second. Okay, now you should be able to see it. So here we have propeller, we have some of the engine gondolas parts, and note that we have also some engine parts, but the rear cylinder row is copied with this special insert, while the front one will be a bit more volumistic. In my opinion, it's a, I would say, viable approach, because the rear row or second row is almost invisible on the finished model, especially if you don't plan to open the cowling. And if you plan to open the cowling, you can get some aftermarket resin replacement for these parts, which will be even better than what is supplied in original plastic. Okay, next we go on with two more identical plastic frames. So just give me a second. Here you can see some parts for engine gondolas, but that's not all, because we also get landing gear wheels. We have also landing gear legs. Here we have some parts for engines, but for DB601 as far as I remember, so I guess they won't be used in this version. We'll have to check, because as far as I remember this version used radial engines, not the inline ones. Okay. Next we go on with this plastic frame, which is dedicated to a mix of various parts. So we have some of the cockpit parts, we have also some external detailing such as tail wings and some other elements, and everything is molded in a nice way. We have even thin parts placed on one attachment points, so there shouldn't be any problem with molding quality, and I mean everything looks completely fine, just like every kit in 2020 should look like. Next we go on with, I guess this is the new sprue for the night version. We'll have to check the assembly manual to be sure. So here we have engine gondolas and also nose section, which is again molded as a one-piece part, so it should be easy to install it on your model, and of course you won't have any seams or gaps in such visible area. If you flip it over, here inside you can notice that we have raised surface, which should help you with alignment. We also have some guiding pins in engine gondolas, so that's really cool in my opinion. Let's go on. Next we have clear plastic bag with transparent parts, so I'm going to open it. Here we have clear plastic frame with canopy parts. Molding quality looks fine. I'm not sure if they included templates in this release, we will see it in assembly manual, but molding quality looks really good. And in the worst case, as far as I remember, Edward produces masks, pre-cut masks, so you can buy them and use on this build. And the last grey plastic sprue is dedicated to wing parts. So as you remember, there should be a really huge wingspan on this model. So here you can see that we have two top halves and one bottom. Actually, it should be on opposite side. So we have two bottom halves and one top half. Now we have recessed panel lines. If I will zoom in, you will see them on this top wing half. And of course, if you flip it over, inside you can notice these guiding pins, which will help you with proper alignment of these parts together. Okay, let's move it aside. And next, in assembly manual as usual for ICM, we have decals sheet. So it features symbols for several marking options. Note that swastika is not included here, which is really strange for German aircraft. ICM is quite famous for this, so you should get your own aftermarket decals, otherwise you won't have it on your aircraft. And also we have decals for instrument panel, we have some stencils, everything looks nice, and printing quality is also nice, as I said before. And last but not the least is the assembly manual, so it is printed in form of large brochure. Let's zoom out a bit. So here we have short history note and technical specifications, so let's close the camera a bit so that it will be darker. And paint chart is also there. Then we go on with parts map. As you can see, a lot of parts won't be used. As I said, inline engine won't be used on this build either. And then assembly process starts with cockpit. We continue by installing the cockpit onto one of the fuselage halves. I guess that's the left one. Then we continue with bulkheads and rear section. Maybe that's the right one. Here we continue with another fuselage half and then we join them together. Here you can see installation of the nose area, landing gear for the tail section. Then we install the wing. And note that wing is installed in a quite interesting way. We install in the top half first, and then we are gluing the lower halves onto this part. Then here you can see separate ailerons and tail surfaces. Engine assembly here. And manufacturer does not offer the option to open the cowling, so as I said, if you want to open cowling on your model, you will have to get some aftermarket set, because here we have simplified version of the engine. Next we continue with landing gear legs and wheels. Here you install the lower fuselage section and install gondolas onto the wings. That's the lower fuselage section installed on the aircraft, and you can use the open version if you would like to, in order to expose what is hidden inside. Next we continue with some tail landing gear doors. Here you can see installation of some cockpit parts into the cockpit area, and then we close everything with this one piece canopy section. And next, here we install these special antennas for night version. You can see separate panels. I guess that's flame hiders, let's say, or flame panels, which are closing the exhaust tubes on the night aircraft, so that that exhaust flame won't be visible on the aircraft. And here you can see stenciling guide for this aircraft. What is really surprising, we do not have the masks template on this aircraft. That's really strange in my opinion. Here we continue with two marking options, and here you can see two more. So all in all, we have big aircraft in a night version, and of course it will be interesting build for fans of this scale or German and World War II aircraft. And I will be happy to hear your opinion about such kit. Write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye!